Hey folks, I'm Mike, and today I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how I do my thumbnails. Let's get going. One of my watchers, Anxiety FPV, reached out and he wanted to know how I did my thumbnails. And my thumbnail process is not exactly what you would call regular. A lot of people do thumbnails with Photoshop. I do not want to carry an Adobe subscription for any length of time. And so I've chosen to try other things to get my thumbnails made. Now, a long time ago, I got really good at using an app called VSCOCAM, VSCOCAM. And here's the warning, I am an iPhone user. So a long time ago, I got really good at using VSCOCAM. And to this day, I still really enjoy VSCOCAM. It allows me to edit photos the way that I like them. But that's not enough. Typically what I'll do is I'll move a photo in to VSCOCAM. I'll touch things like contrast, I'll touch things like exposure, I'll touch the saturation, I'll add a vignette, and then I save the image. Once I save that image, I have to get text onto the image. And so in order to do that, I use an app called Typorama, which allows me to place different types of text onto the image. I can even put emojis and things like that up there. So instead of me telling you about this entire process, why don't I show it to you? Let's get into it now. So we're gonna go ahead and get into VSCOCAM right here. You can see it down here. I need to import an image, so I'm gonna go find this image that I took on a plane here. And I like this one right here. We're gonna import it. And right away what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down to the tools in the bottom screen, and first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to touch the exposure. I'm just gonna play around with it, try to get it where I want it, and that looks good to me. Next I'm gonna touch the contrast. The contrast is really important, looks good there, but now I wanna touch the exposure again, bring the exposure up because that made it a little bit different. Oh, go back to zero exposure. Now we're gonna sharpen it. And I mess around with sharpen. I come down to about a 2.0, which is normally where I end up. And now I'm gonna add clarity. This is where we're gonna really make the image pop. And look, you can see those clouds come out right there. Okay, from here, I'm just gonna look at saturation. No, don't really like that. We're gonna get rid of that. And at this point, I'm gonna add a small vignette effect, which just darkens the edges, which really isn't needed, but we're gonna add it anyways. And now it's time to save it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save it back to my camera roll. All right, great. Now, we're gonna bounce out of here. We're gonna come into Typorama. And in Typorama, you can see that I'm gonna browse the albums, and I'm going to pick the image that we just edited. There we go. All right, we've got it. I don't want to crop or anything. I want to leave it like that. And so first we're going to edit the text. We're going to pick the text and we're going to say, all right, this is your awesome title. Okay, and we've got our start. I'm going to move this around and look at it. I don't like that. I'm going to play with some of the different effects, some of the different titles. The fonts you can change, the layouts you can change. You just keep tapping things over and over again. That's kind of nice, but I don't think I'm going to keep that. I'm going to move over here to this one. That's not bad, but it covers up a lot of the good image, so I don't know that I really like that. And we're going to come over here to, I like this one. Okay, so where we go. We got that where we want it. Now let's check the color. What color can we make this that's gonna blend with the image? So gray is not good. We've got, what about a yellow? Yellow, no. But some of these oranges, that orange might not be bad. So let's see if we can touch the shadows. The shadows really make the title pop, and that's really important. I'm gonna move the Y position and the X position to kind of move it down and to the right. Okay, and now you can see that there's a good drop shadow and my image, my title sticks out. All right, and I'm gonna look at I'm gonna see, do I want white? No, I don't want gray. I think I'm gonna go with the orange that I had looked at. So now I'm gonna save it. I save it back to my MacBook, or back to my phone. And then at this point, I would be ready to send it back. Here's the finished image, by the way. Tell me how awesome that is. At this point, I would be ready to send it back to my MacBook. I hope that can show you that with just a couple simple apps on your phone and some good images, you can build a truly awesome thumbnail. Anyways, my name's Mike. I hope that you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.